First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Perfect day at the beach. I can feel the summer breeze. All the surfing buses randomly filling up the streets. The sand is hot under my feet. The wind is picking up. Time to sip it up. Grab your board, kick off your flops. Because we're taking off, yeah. I just wanna sing for you. The way you curve is beautiful. We're surfing all the way from Cali down to France. My best friend, my true romance. The perfect wave is in my sight. Been dreaming about you every night. The sun is bouncing off the surface. The ocean shines so bright. We're getting ready for the ride. The wind is picking up. Time to catch that wave. Get on your feet and don't you fly. Because we're taking off, yeah. I just wanna sing for you. The way you curve is beautiful. We're surfing all the way from Cali down to France. My best friend, my true romance. I just wanna sing for you. The way you curve is beautiful. We're surfing all the way from Cali down to France. My best friend, my true romance.
Hey everyone, how we doing? It was on for young and old, wasn't it? I love it, I love it. And Shane coming in clutch with the first. Dark Horse, the Dark Horse coming in with the first for the third time. Congratulations, Shane. I hope you're doing well. And Riri, you don't know what's going on? You got a third. That's what's going on, right? You missed out on the first. What drama? What drama we have. And then Tilly with the second. Congratulations to you, Tilly. And Shane, thank you for patting the cats as well. You've been watching in the background, so definitely didn't hang around. There was a few people waiting, right? I could see in the chat, and then obviously everyone started chatting as well. So yeah, it was quite funny. And Riri with the 25 stream watch streak, amazing. Thank you so much. And I was disappointed actually. I left your stream, Riri, and then I drove home. And by the time I got back onto the computer here, you'd already finished. So it looked like you raided out to Freshie, did you? I could see you in Freshie's chat, but yeah. In any case, I was glad to have caught some of it while I was at work. Thank you for patting the cats as well. You got Ren, you got Average Cakes, and Riri got Lacey. I got Peggy. Hippie, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Tilly, thank you for patting the cats. Lacey didn't want the pat and hid under the bed, but nonetheless, I appreciate you. How am I? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. It was a bit of a late one at work. I do have tomorrow off, so yeah, that's why I had to, have a bit more, finish off a few more things. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Tilly, as well. And then Hippie, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, rated fresh. Have to start prep on food, so we'll be lurky. No worries at all. Thank you for the lurk, Riri. And Butterfly Swift, welcome in. And thank you so much for patting the cats. Lacey seems a little bit grumpy today. That's you and Tilly that Lacey said no to, although apparently she liked Riri, so yeah. Oh, and Shane. She liked Shane as well, so yeah, but I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having an enjoyable Christmas Eve. I thought you were going to say you cat some of that. Yeah. Cat obsessed, right? But yeah, we're back in some City Skylines too. Why not? Now, I realized Lacey always loves me and now Riri's leaving. I realized, I think... Was it while I was playing or watching the VOD or something that I was trying to connect tram lines to this subway station. So, obviously by the time I was doing that, and I don't really remember what point in the stream I was doing that, but obviously Vague Oz had already entered. So I guess we'll fix that now. I kind of tried when I was watching the VOD, I kind of was having a look at what I was doing. I kind of tried a couple of times and then just gave up. So I don't know if I got squirreled or what happened. Oh, this is a little tighter than would be ideal, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know if I got squirreled or something, but I just gave up. Vagos is never far away. It would appear not. It would appear not. Hippie going in for the lurk. Thank you. I appreciate the lurk always. Actually, I wonder if we... I was actually very, very tempted to play Tropico today after we were chatting about... what was that game that... I think it was... Kari was talking about that game, and I've been watching him play Arno 1800 a little bit as well. And that game reminds me a lot of Tropico. So I almost did swap out to Tropico. But yeah, I decided not to. Is there not a two-way... Is there not a two-way single track option? Appears that there isn't. Okay, that's fine. No, Kiki. I think Kiki, isn't it, for short, right? Welcome in, welcome in. I saw that you followed when I raided Peter last night. Thank you so much for the follow, and yeah, thank you for popping in and saying hi. How you going? How you going? I hope you're doing well. We're cool, Kiki. Yes, nice and easy. Yeah, we're not, obviously we're not in Minecraft tonight, because yeah, we do variety, but yeah, we're doing a bit of City Skylines tonight. Hope you're doing well. You're good. How are you? Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. Yeah, literally kind of just started, so kind of still getting into things, but yeah, awesome. It's good to see you. We'll likely be doing a bit of Minecraft tomorrow night, if you're around then though. I'm not sure, maybe you don't mind variety though. It's always, I never really know, right? Because, you know, particularly when you raid into somewhere in particular, it's sometimes people will only like the game that they're kind of watching. But yeah, why is Metro bigger than Rail Depot? Metro Depot is the depot. Depot. I did add the maintenance yard onto this, but it is massive, right? It's huge. Oh, you don't mind variety? Okay, cool, excellent. Minecraft for Christmas, you spoil me. I'm not sure if they have it in Bedrock, but in Java, if you're playing on Christmas, you it changes the chests to like Christmas presents, which is pretty fun. I don't know that they do it on Bedrock though. I don't think it does happen on Bedrock anymore. Crowd control Sims for Christmas. Can't handle that on Christmas. We will do crowd control Sims again at some point. We'll call it the 500 follower what's it called? 500 follower celebration, I suppose. Alright, I think Dava will be very, very happy with that. Not only does it look very real, very realistic, it looks, you know, very professional. It looks terrible, I know. We'll fix it later, it's fine. Your chest of presents. Oh, it is it Christmas Eve as well? I think it is actually, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Do you play, are you on Bedrock then, Kiki, or Java? Or you play a bit of both? Because I do a little bit of both. But at the moment, I'm obsessed with my Bedrock server. So we've been doing quite a number of streams on the Bedrock server recently. Oh, you play Java? Okay, cool. Yeah, I play. Generally, I'm on a Java server, which is taking a break at the moment. It's going to be refreshed in the new year, but yeah, I guess you'd say that my main version is Bedrock. But yeah, I like both versions. I do think we need to flesh this community out a little bit. They've hijacked your graphics and put corny Christmas crap everywhere. Bah humbug, Tilly. And Phoenix, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for patting the cats. You got Andrea. Exhausted person here. It tends to happen sometimes at Christmas, right? At this time of the year, it can elicit that type of response, I suppose, if that's the right word. Right, what was my plan here? Where was I taking this larger road? Did I have a plan? It's likely I didn't. Yeah, exactly, Ren. Kiki, thank you for patting the cats. You got Lacey. Trying to remember who's in the room tonight. There's Peggy. I thought Lacey was, but she might have gone onto the bed already. You had a D&D Christmas one-shot yesterday. Got home at 1:30. Woke up at 7. Oof. Had 4 hours sleep. Yowza. I could not function on only 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, I don't think I did have a plan, but that's fine. We can make one as we go here. So this, I mean, ideally I would probably connect it into this, but yeah, I don't want to do that anymore because it's all, it looks like, for me to have made that intersection, that looks alright. Like, it's not great, but it's okay, and I don't want to mess that up because I did make that intersection. Oh, okay. So yeah, I take some minutes to relax, Phoenix. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. Be lurking. Hopped in to greet. No worries. Hope the stream goes super well. Thank you so much, Kiki, for popping in and saying hi. And yeah, again, thank you for the follow and the lurk. We do have a lurk command if you wanted to use that, but you don't have to. But yeah, hope to see you around soon. I guess what we could do, I think it definitely needs to be attached to this area in some shape or form. Yeah, thanks to Lurk Kiki. We'll catch you soon, I hope. It's just how we do that. That's the question. Yeah, how we do that. And yeah, let me just soften some of this out a little bit while I think about that. Lurk, BBs, no worries. I presume that's dinner. Have a good dinner, Tilly. Because yeah, what I'm ultimately thinking is that this road will probably come up and around here and head into the downtown. It could even link up with this roundabout here, right? That would make a whole lot of sense. But I think it definitely needs to be, there needs to be some type of attachment over here. I don't necessarily want to put it through the industry area. I mean, I guess we could. This is kind of, this might work, I suppose, actually, mightn't it? Although then, do we need another connection down here? We probably do. Alright, let's try it. See where we go. See how we go. Do I wanna... No, that's okay. Now this is a 3-lane. I wish it would show the contours by default. Told your husband what you wanted for Christmas, and now you have it. Sit in a tight corner, hidden from everyone else. Should we be guessing what that is? Oh, you wanted his spot. I see, I see. With your PC. Nice. Now, coming back down here is harder because we're going downhill. Oh, that's okay. 1.1. That's fine. Although... so your stuff is safer from the kids. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, we'll come back over toward the rail line here. Oh yeah, this is quite steep here, is it? Oh, it's only still 3%. Try and get it onto the flat section here as well, because we will probably have a roundabout there or thereabouts. Try and line this up appropriately. That's still not appropriately. Roundabout hype. Yeah. Dava about. It won't line up to the middle section. Will it? Do I need to turn something off here for that? I don't think that will help. It just doesn't go to the middle. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do that. Oh, it's because it's a different road. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we need probably to have the roundabout here then, don't we? And that's where the road changes from the larger road to the smaller road. Okay, yeah. Which, to be fair, makes total sense because there'll be more kind of areas running into this space. Was that in the middle? No, yeah. After all of that, it was, I think. Nice. Ew. Happened to the zone. Oh. Let's try that again. Also now have a Christmas snow globe on your desk with a note underneath saying evil. Why does it say evil? This doesn't line up either. Doing weird stuff, isn't it? Is it because I'm on the wrong tool? Maybe that's the problem. This is a kind of strange angle as well, I suppose. I don't know if that's causing problems too. Can't quite get that in the middle. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, that's better. That grade there is quite steep, but how much is that actually, I wonder? 7? 6? 5? About 6. The zoning in CS2 is just strange, full stop. Yeah, it does have its moments, doesn't it? Okay, I mean, look, that's connected. Should I grade this out a little bit better? Probably. Peggy is on the tower. Or jumped off the tower just then. It's very hot, Peg. It was a D&D artifact, making you see the past of an area. But it was cursed by Krampus, German evil Santa, making us killing Santa in the one shot you played yesterday. Okay. I don't know much about all of that stuff, so what you're telling me there is all news to me. That's better. 3.7. Yeah, nice. Okay. We need to do our Quay section up there as well at some point. Okay. Looking good. Got our bridge here. Unsorted mail. Okay. That's literally all that's in there, in that train. Unsorted mail. Okay. You do your game. Okay, let's continue to do some network here. But yeah, I think this, I mean, we got, you know, what's it called, demand for everything. So we'll see if we can do a little bit of everything as we're going here, but yeah. Krampus is a German myth. He took children from their homes and punished them only when they had been bad or if they were awake at night, the night before Christmas. Right. He's like the German version of Santa, basically, right? I like these jaunty angles. Thank you, Shane, for the water jiggers. Appreciate that. Krampus has the best cookies, from what you understand. Okay. Look, it's not untrue that the Germans know how to do things, right? They're good at things. Krampus is awesome. You had a Krampus chase you through a hostel when you were in Germany. He had glowing red eyes and a chain whip, right? Okay. Yeah, that does sound awesome, I suppose. What was I doing here? Is this... This looks American, is it? North American? Yeah. Alright, looks like we were doing that. You've only been that scared a few times in your life. That was up there. But is this a dream, Tilly? What is going on? I'm a little bit confused. That's Krampus, alright? Oh my goodness. Real. Okay. You must have been naughty that year, were you? Or awake, I suppose. Yeah, and then what we'll do is just every so often. What are we looking at here? What do we need to unlock these things? Oh, hello. We just... Okay, I unlocked that achievement before it actually got there, but we actually just hit 100,000 population here. 100,005 people are now living in the great city of Capital. Hype indeed. Hype indeed. You would have the photos somewhere, but that was nearly 20 years ago, and so you're not really sure where they are. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yes, hype. Hype for 100,000. Hype for 100,000. And my computer has not yet set on fire. It's very close, though. It's very close. Right, I was checking here. So what do we need here? There's some of these we can actually put in here, which will be cool. So we need... That's just low density buildings. Okay, that's low density buildings as well. Cool. And that's high density, I'm assuming. Yeah. And then same thing here. That one we've already built. This is a muscle car garage. That's EU low density. That's EU low density. Okay, cool. High density, high density. Oh, that's a cool building. High density. Alright. So, I guess because we're doing... Oh, wow. Man, some of these ones I'm so far off. These ones probably don't quite... Oh no, they're the wrong ones, that's why. Okay, well let's check. We've got this streamlined diner. Square center. That's probably too large for this space. I think the diner might work well here. Keep promising house fire and you keep coming back for it, but... We've had house fires, haven't we? Let me plop this down and I'll see if I can find you one, Tilly. It's a big enough city now that we've probably almost always got a fire. Okay, let's pop the diner there. This just reminds me of Seinfeld, right? Oh, you meant IRL from your PC. I don't think they mean in-game. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, yeah, that could be problematic. Right. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, a little bit of commercial around the school and stuff here would work, and then maybe a couple of offices as well. What do we need for office signature buildings? Yeah, we need more of those as well. Wow, 10,000 cells. I presume that everyone else just unlocks, does unlock all. That's how I keep seeing all of these other buildings in everyone else's city. Is that they just enable Dava mode? How different are these? Do not support the IRL fire. Neither do I. Neither do I. I'd rather not have to deal with that. Both because I would not like to have to replace my PC, and also because I don't want my house to be on fire. Everyone else I've seen seems to be in Dava mode. Oh, really? Man. This can be slightly more dense, closer to this commercial area. That kind of makes sense to me. I think, yeah, I mean, like some of these signature buildings, so like this one here, the Stylus Tower, That requires 12,000 cells of high density office buildings. 12,000. I currently have 1,400. This one is 6,000 cells and 3,000 cells. Eden, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? This one, the capacitor building, level 5 North American high density business buildings. So commercial. 240 of those. 120 level 5 North American. So yeah, level 5. That's the challenge with those ones. And this one, the Ludo Square, EU mixed housing buildings, 5,000 cells. It's a lot, right? That's a lot. And then these residential ones, North American level 5 North American high density housing buildings, 200. 200. Use unlimited money but not unlock all. That's fair. Yeah, welcome in Eden. Hope you're doing well. And non-binary, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well too. It's good to see you both. Finally some content I can get my eyes into. I just don't know why you don't embrace the Minecraft. Darbo mode is the only reason to still play City Skylines 2 for you, while mods are not officially supported. Interesting. It's because I have held off Darbo mode. Are these going to be too tall? Eden! Thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing. No one else is streaming. It's almost like they have families or something. Peter, welcome in. How you doing? Merry Christmas Eve to you. And Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Thank you again, Eden. That's very generous. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the sub. Merry Christmas Eve. So this is your final, the final Christmas stream, right, Peter, tonight? Are you excited for a night off? Okay, that's slightly more dense in that region. It's a bit like my brain. You would have thought Dava mode in... Oh, that's a loud helicopter. It's right in my ear. You would have thought Dava mode involved building lots of roundabouts. That's right, Shane. Yeah, totally. The final day after finishing at 6 AM last night, I am excited for a night off. Yeah, I didn't... You know, I don't know if... I'm sure you did have the 12-hour thing in the title last night when I popped in, but I didn't see it. So when I saw you, I got into work and opened up Twitch, and there's Peter. I was like, what? What is going on? It did confuse me greatly. But yeah, unfortunately, you were pretty much done by the time I got there. Which is fair. You had been going for 12 hours. So I suppose that's reasonable. It does, Shane. You can do very nice roundabouts with Dava mode. You got Call of Duty with the mods, and it was a really nice time. Excellent. I'm glad it was nice. You might have guessed that I've never played Call of Duty. Not sure if that's super obvious or not. Maybe it's not. I don't believe you. It just seems like such a Ozcat dad game, right? Riri coming in with the mod love. So cozy, yeah. So chill and cozy. Yeah, this is kind of a little gritty, which is not really the vibe I tend to go for, but oh. So yeah, let's try some of these quays then. See if I can master the art of quaying. You learn that the standard on European servers are so much worse than the Asian servers. Interesting. As in like the way the skill standard. Autosave. So that's turning into a bridge. No, that's just turned into a regular road. Your kill to death ratio went from 0.81 to 1.12. Right. To be perfectly frank with you, Peter, I don't really know what that means. Yeah. It's fine though. Your understanding is that he wasn't very good at playing the game. Right. Cuboid, welcome in. Thank you for patting the cats. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, Cuboid. How is your cat going? No, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Before, for every 81 kills, you would die 100 times. Right. After, for every 112 kills, you would die 100 times. Right. So yes, that's actually an improvement then, right? Because I know maths. My mathemacating is very good. One might even say esteemed. He's behind you complaining about something. Sounds pretty standard, right? If the K to D is 1 or more, you're considered positive. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Q are just in time for the quays. Yes. Never played City Skylines. Do you recommend it? Yes. In short, I do. And I mean, at this point, there's differing opinions about this particular version. Riri, thank you for the lurk. Because some people consider this version slightly unfinished. Cody, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, some people consider this version slightly unfinished. Which, considering it is only a few months old at this point in time, that's probably not overly surprising. But yeah, there's been a number of people who have not converted, but gone back to Cities 1. I'm not one of those people at this point in time. But I probably also do have less hours than a lot of those other people. Because I think I only just hit 100 hours in the last stream that we did this, that we played. Which was, yeah, like a week or so ago now. So I'd imagine that the people who are converting back may have had many more hours in it. 2 months old today. There you go. So yeah, pretty fresh still, right? And look, the amount of work they've put into fixing issues and stuff like that in those short 2 months is quite astonishing. And, you know, it's only going to get better, right? So yeah, I think if you were going to, or if you felt like you might want to get into City Skylines, you felt like it was a type of game that you might enjoy, now is probably a good time to do it, because it's not too complicated with mods, because the mods aren't released yet. But you can start to kind of just learn the basics of the game, so you know what you can and can't do when the mods do make their way out, which will probably be sometime next year from what I've heard. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Curdy. But yeah, I mean, look, the City Skylines series overall is incredible. Like, the first one was, you know, very, very good. So this one has the potential to be similar, if not better, down the track. Yodel, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. 101 hours now. Yeah. It's ticked me over playing tonight, has it? Yeah, it has. I think it was like 100 hours, 100.6 or something like that before the stream started. Whoops. Hello. That's a hotkey for that, apparently. That's not what I was meaning to do. Yodel, yeah, welcome in. Thank you for patting the cats. Appreciate that. Restarting the stream, yeah. I didn't even know I had hotkeys set for OBS. But there you go. Yeah. Unfortunately, no first again. Doing well, thanks. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I like this little kind of mountainous journey that we're taking here. What happens if I attach roads like this? Does that break everything? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. First Riri style, yeah. I'm surprised I haven't done that before. I pressed A in OBS. So yeah, I'm surprised, because A is a key that I would be using quite a lot in all sorts of different games. But yeah, how strange. Anyway, the stream has well and truly started. Yeah, let's bring a road up through the middle of this section. And then really the plan up here is to, because we've got to make up, if I remember correctly, about 10 meters. So we'll make this another kind of area, like, yeah, pushing up towards that downtown space. And then I guess as we go up closer in that direction, we can embiggen the buildings a little bit. Make them taller and higher density. Red.
Don't mind me, just giving myself my Christmas present.
Thank you so much, Ren, for those 3,000 bits. Are you, that's, I was going to say that's not, I put Ginny in there. That was the wrong ginger cat. It's Jaffa. It's Jaffa. Congratulations, Ren, on unlocking so far the final, what do you call it? Bits badge emote, bits reward emote. My God, what's wrong with English tonight? And yeah, again, thank you for the 3,000 bits. Happy Christmas, I suppose. No butt spot. Naughty butt spot. Don't butt spot the emotes. Thank you again, Ren. Appreciate that. Man, they're all cranky about this high rent situation, aren't they? Is that a confirmed bug? Are they talking about, you know, fixing that, or are they saying that we're not playing the game correctly? Chemical plant and switch on. From the humble toaster to the self-organizing sock drawer, this factory makes everything that runs on electricity. Pollution? Medium air pollution. Over here, maybe? It's very lumpy over here. You don't know if it's a bug or they didn't code affordability into the move in sim check. Yeah, well, that could go either way, couldn't it? Because it's always that they shouldn't be living there. Them problem. Yeah, absolutely. Best solution for some of the high rent is smaller lot sizes, as the larger lot size, larger the size, the higher the rent. Well, I tried that actually, Shane, because someone else suggested that earlier, and I built, I've deleted it now, but we built a little, small lot size, so I did nothing higher than a 2x3. And there was a whole bunch of 2x2 lot sizes, just in low density. And when I came over to check later on in the stream, all of those, like half of them had high rent signs above them as well. So I don't know that that necessarily works. I mean, that one, I guess that's relatively high. Like, that's a larger lot size, that one. But that's like a 3x3 there. 3x3 doesn't seem too bad. That's a commercial building. And it only ever seems to be... Oh no, there's some medium density over here that have it too. I was going to say it only seems to be low density, but it's overwhelmingly low density that have the issue. But yeah, I did test that. Now, that one there, that's a 4x2. That's a bit larger, that one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Lot size makes no difference when the family is zero income. That's very true as well. Which is generally like, well, we can have a look at some of these and test this theory. So we have a senior citizen who is retired, so not earning money. a teen who is going to school who is not earning money, and a child who is going to school who is not earning money. So yeah, don't know why they're living there. Then we have another senior who is also retired. Then we have a teen who is also, who apparently, the household wealth though is apparently wealthy, and they're still complaining about the high rent. But yeah, another retired elder senior with 2 kids, which again, that's fine. I love it, but you should probably be living somewhere else. Here's an adult who's working, interestingly, with two children and a pet, and they're complaining. Adult who is unemployed and a student there. No money getting earned there. Also find education useful to help out as well. We're pretty heavily educated. The only thing that I've fallen down on slightly is the elementary school, but that's only because we need 4,000 of them to actually make anything work. Three students there out of the 4, which again is alright, but perhaps, you know, if they've only got 1 income, perhaps they shouldn't be living there. That person has moved out, have they? Something's gone weird there. They might be at the hospital in another city. But yeah, that's a student. Apparently, again, wealthy student though. So I don't know why they're complaining. Wealthy employee, 1 unemployed, 1 student. So yeah, it seems, as everyone's saying, like a them problem. Yeah, if you build the smaller lots, the wealthy take those lots anyway. Yeah, that's right. Forced eviction, I also vote bulldozer. But then I spend my whole time, and like these houses as well are all level 5 houses. I wonder if that has part of it, is part of the issue. Some of them, like the higher the level, the higher the rent, presumably. So if people are moving in and they're moving into a level 5 house, I wonder if that might cause it. But again, that's kind of like what you were saying, Ren. They shouldn't be moving into those houses. If that's the case, right? But they've been complaining since day 1, yeah. I mean, I don't know if, you know, specifically which houses, but I know this area, the low density area, has quite often had, I mean, and look at this over here now. These were the same, actually. These aren't level 5 houses. These are all lower, I think, yeah. Because this is a newer neighborhood. So, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. There's 1 person living there who's a student. So, yeah, why are you doing that? This is an elementary school student living here by himself, or by themselves. Larry Trilby. And complaining about the high rent. How is that even possible? That shouldn't be possible, should it? Definitely missing some checks, yeah. Oops. Yes, and here is 2 children who are students living in the one house. Jerome Sheridan and Maria Sheridan. Just hanging out without any parents. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a bug to me then. Definitely. If those are the people that are living in those spaces. Okay, so let's carry on though. I wanted to try and put this factory over here maybe. What's this, fuel plant? That's smaller than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if we can just flatten out a little bit over here. I don't know why I'm doing that from so far away either. I could quite easily come back over here. Yeah, I don't know how far like people have looked into like, and by people I mean like the devs, are looking into those types of issues. Like if they just see people complaining about this high rent issue, are they actually kind of paying it, like looking into it properly? Hashtag rebel, yeah. Or are they just kind of defaulting to, oh well, you're probably not playing the game right, so that's not a bug? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. But for now, I'm just going to ignore those people. Because, yeah. I could go around and bulldoze them all, but then I'd be spending all my time doing that. Don't know if this is confirmed, but you think it is linked to the elementary school taking too long. Often seen elders with elementary school children. Perhaps it is because that part of education cycle is unbalanced, broken. That could be, that does make sense actually, Riri, because that would also explain why the elementary schools are so full all the time, right? So that takes too long, so the elementary schools are constantly full of students. And then because of that, you know, the parents are aging up into seniors and retiring before the kids are even teens and actually earning money, right? That could certainly be the problem. I think that's really a really good point. So yeah, we have in a city the size of, yeah, just over 100,000 now, we have 23,590 eligible elementary school kids. That seems like a lot, right? And speaking of which, I now need to add in another elementary school because, yeah, we've again gone past the point where we're... Yeah, and you can see how many elementary schools we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 elementary schools. Parents die before kids are done at school. Yeah, that's it. I think there is a lot of rebalancing. Oh, what happened? Didn't I press? There we go. I think there is a lot of rebalancing to do once they get more performance bug fixes done. Fair. That's fair. The performance for me is much better than it was. I would definitely say that. So that's certainly, yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, like I think this game is still good, and I think there's a lot of potential. And yeah, I think once they start getting all of this stuff kind of balanced out, I think it will be pretty good. So it'll be, you know, in a few months' time or a year's time, we might find ourselves with a pretty awesome game on our hands. Makes sense not to do rebalancing until bugs fixing, as fixing a bug could affect balance. Yeah. So any rebalancing would be a waste of time. That makes a lot of sense, definitely. Because yeah, any change that they're making has, you know, knock-on effects, right? That's still not enough. It has huge potential, but it does feel rather like it's in early access. Yeah. You know, look, there's that argument. Maybe they should have waited like they did with the console version, right? I don't know. I'm in two minds with that still. I don't know whether they should have or not. I certainly do agree that it does feel a little early access sometimes, especially when it first came out, right? Like when it first came out, it did seem very early on, right? But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another when you're going down whether they should have waited or not. Someone, I can't remember who it was now, someone came up with the good idea that they, for everyone who pre-ordered, they could have actually released it to them and actually kind of played it out as like a bit of a beta testing type of situation. Say, okay, you've pre-ordered, so you get early access and you can help us beta test it. And then, you know, that way you still got to play the game early and all of that, but you were able to also help improve the game, which I thought would have been quite a good idea, but obviously by that point it was too late. So Toa Sampa, welcome in, Toa. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Might see if we can sneak another school in here, maybe. Makes sense. You don't mind early access. Yeah, been excited for this for way too long. Yeah. Riri, what's going on? Are you okay, my friend? Did you see the most recent video they posted? No, I didn't. What was that about? Oh, they're bigger than I remembered them being. Oh no. Might need to get a quay in there somewhere. That was rubbing oil off your phone. That's great. Your Rapid, welcome in. Thank you for patting the cats. You're guessing where all kinds of contractual problems with delaying and relabeling the PC release. Yeah, you're right. I was, to be honest, I was very surprised they delayed the console release. To be fair, yeah, it kind of just doesn't really happen, does it? So, but yeah, you're totally right. It would have caused chaos with, because it was Game Pass and all of that type of thing, right? So. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Rapid. That was your guess too, especially since it was tied to, yeah, that's what I said as well. That was a great video. People have been savage in the comments. That's normal. Was it kind of about the future of the game and stuff? I should check it out after stream. Yeah, but Shane's right, like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can release a perfectly coded game, like The Sims 4, for example, and people will find something to be savage about. Okay. Bam. It's the journey to launch video. Right. Yeah, that, to be fair, I'm not surprised they got savaged for that. But yeah. That never happens? No. Guess it doesn't. Oh yeah, I forgot about this area. We started in the last stream. But yeah, I need to stop squirreling and come back over here. So we need more low density. Closing a former open world will do that. Yeah, The Sims 4, I mean, look, I played when I first started streaming, we did a short little Sims 3 series, I suppose, playthrough, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, I couldn't get into it, but I know that Sims 3 was one of the more popular titles, and it was open world, so I don't know. Mel, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Lacey, you got Lacey, and she's happy with that pat. You never leave the lot, so who cares about the world? And that's perhaps why I didn't notice a huge amount of difference with the open world, because I rarely leave the lot either. Not because I don't want to, like Ren does. More just because I get caught up in, funnily enough, I get caught up doing what I'm doing, and I get so distracted doing that I forget that there's other things that I could do. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I don't want to condemn you. So, yeah, that's... So my playstyle doesn't always really suit open world, maybe, with that in mind. And because I didn't play The Sims 3 when it was actually kind of out and about, yeah, I'm just not used to open world. Let's just do something wild here. Just go like that. Merry Christmas Eve to those who celebrate, and happy holidays to those who don't. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate that. And indeed, happy holidays or Merry Christmas to you. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi, and yeah, saying that to everyone. That was an autosave there. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know about The Sims 4, but yeah, certainly the way the game did launch, I'm not overly surprised people have been savage about a launch video. I'll check it out though. I'll have a look. I think, again, it comes down to the fact that what they've really created here is incredible, and I can't remember, someone said it, maybe it was Pyro one time or someone like that. Making a city builder is not an easy thing to do, right? Like there's so much going on all the time in a city builder, and it's hard it's easy to forget how much is actually going on here, because we're just so used to, especially when we're so used to City Skylines 1, and we're just used to the game running pretty well all in all, when you really think, when you really consider things. So yeah, you do forget how much is actually taking place all at the same time as well. And then on top of that, they're trying to make it so much better than City Skylines 1. So, Nightmorphus, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You're actually building a city at the moment without unlimited money, so you'll see how that goes. Yeah. I feel like the sprawl is what is important here, because to get all of these things unlocked, it's really going to take sprawl. Pretty depressed. Oh, that's a shame. I'm assuming because of your mum. Still in a grieving time period, I would imagine. Nightmorphus, but yeah. Once again, I hope you can hang out here and feel a little bit more chilled with the way things are. And yeah, once again, I also hope you have friends and family around you that can help support you. Pets, welcome in. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate. You'll be lurking while you do chores. No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for the lurk, and Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for patting the cats. Unfortunately, some seem to compare Cities 2 with the current version of City Skylines 1. Yeah, that's true as well, Shane. You know, you compare a 8 or 9-year-old game with all of that content that comes with it. Of course, there's going to be things that aren't gonna like match up to your expectations. Because yeah, things over time get so much better. So, but you know, on the flip side of that, that's what we have to look forward to in this game. So now, sick of antics. Now that I can actually say it properly because I know how to actually say it. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Sick of antics. Welcome in. And I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name all this time, maybe. You probably get that all the time though, right? I would guess. Oh, nearest cat. Surprised that we haven't had one yet. Oh, for God's sake, Dava. Dava, welcome in. That sounded wrong? What sounded wrong, Ren? Not a problem. Most people read it as sick of fanatics. That's funny. Sick of antics sounded wrong. Yeah, probably because I always say it sycophantics, which isn't correct. But yes, welcome in, Dava. What did you say? Hi, chat and Ozman. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you've recovered from your terrifying situation. So used to the other way. Yeah, it's meant to be a play on words. I think it's a really clever name, to be honest. Very clever name. And it's funny because until you actually said it, it was in Darmir's stream, wasn't it? Till you actually wrote it out, sick of antics. I never even thought of it that way.
Come on, more energy.
I can hear the more energy. Thank you, Shane, for the more energy. Let me find a cat here, though. I think it's the rectangular cotton square. And thank you all for the Dava dinos as well. Dava Ren and sick of antics. You were typing a sentence? Wait, what? Oh, and you needed to put the Dava dinos in. I see. Stacy, welcome in. How you doing? Just perfect timing for a rectangular cotton square. There she is. Sleepy. Sleepy. What? Okay. Thank you, Riri, for the nearest cat. Kitty is talking, yeah. Kitty's saying, put me down. I've been lurking in some of your streams, Stacey, but yeah, work's hectic at the moment. So it's rare that I have a chance to say hello. And now I'm curious what the sentence was that you were typing, Dava. Clearly you had to remove it and yeah, put the Dava dinos in there. Oh yeah, they are actually okay, right? That's an alright height. I don't mind that. Might put a path back here, I think, though. 'Cause it's kind of weird having that gap there. You saw a few feral kitties today on Tokashiki. Is that how I say that? Tokashiki Island. It's all good. Yeah, I make sure that I'm, you know, got you tabbed. Extra viewers is always helpful, right? Oh, what's that attaching to? And then what often happens is just when I'm like, oh, okay, now things have settled down a little bit, I can go and say hello. And there's often I'll have a couple of streams up, and then I go over into the stream and it's someone else rated out, and I missed it. Where's Tokashiki Island, Toa? Saw Dava live this morning, but it was a scary game, so no hello. I dropped in and said hi. Okay, so we do need to come down somehow, otherwise this path is kind of pointless. Maybe we go here. It's going to ruin all of that zoning though, isn't it? Yeah. Well, if it's going to ruin it anyway, we'll do it more in the middle, because that's a bit more natural. Okay, so let's put maybe a little bit more commercial here. Mix this up a bit as well. Smaller island near Okinawa. Am I saying these correctly? I feel like I'm probably butchering them. And apologies if I am. South of mainland Japan. Okay. Tilly, you watched for a while too. It was pretty good. You're antisocial. Is that the Cat Island? I've heard of the Cat Island. You woke up and went to Streak by Dava? Riri, what? You went to Streak. Should should we be a little concerned? I don't know how it works in South Africa, but he uninstalled the game. Is that Skoz? He had nightmares. Poor Skoz. Okay, yeah, I think we just carry on doing these ones. Could even kind of chuck one of these in every now and then. What's our situation with these? I think we're miles off all of these. Oh, actually, we're not too bad on that one. Coda Park, we're approaching 5,000. Have I unlocked? I haven't even unlocked this one. Painter Mansion, 25,000 cells. Oh my goodness. We're at 12,500 and 11,500. Okay. He streams when I sleep, so your streak breaks. Oh, I see. Okay, right. That makes more sense than what I was thinking. Yeah, well, that was a strange thing that happened, wasn't it, in Dava's stream? I'm the same, Riri, right? Like, most of the streams that Dava has, I'm sleeping for. There's only his evening ones are the only ones that I'm generally awake for. Yet I somehow got a 10 stream watch streak. No idea how that happened. The more the merrier. Indeed. It was such a festive game. You appreciated the Christmas cheer. Was that Tilly before or after they were being eaten by spiders? Giant spiders. Yeah, the naked kind of streaking. That's what I was thinking as well, Stacey. I'm glad it wasn't just me. I was thinking of a naked Riri running behind you. Probably during, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. They did say Merry Christmas a lot. The spiders. Did they? I must have had the volume down at that point. I do have to be a little bit careful with the volume because, especially in games like that, right? Because clients will walk right past the office to get into the place, and yeah, if they hear someone screaming in there, they probably wouldn't know that it was a stream. All right, we'll curve the commercial area there, I think. Although, yeah, we just need a whole bunch of it, really. You'd like to see Scotty play Don't Scream. Does he scream, though? I don't know that I've heard him. To be fair, I haven't seen that many of his Phasmo streams. Oh, that's right. I was putting this other signature building here. What does this do for us again? Minus 5% industrial ground pollution. That's pretty good. Minus 5% industrial air pollution. That's pretty good as well. Plus 2% industrial efficiency. Okay, those are pretty good things. And then the switch on is 2% industrial efficiency citywide and 1% college graduation chance citywide. This feels like it should be more over here. Huh. Doesn't like being over here. Your laughing and talking gets you every time, and not so much the jump scares. Oh, is that not quite going to fit there? Now, where's our residential here? No, we can't really go any further that way. Or that way. Fit here, maybe? Yeah, this might work here. Undeveloped land here. And it's relatively flat. What's it hitting? Overlapping items. It's just the power cables. Yeah, let's try that there. I think oh, a lot of smoke coming out of there. Just wondering if maybe it should be facing the other way. I think it should be. So let's... Yeah, let's free place it and then draw the road in. We'll push it. I'll try and get probably an alleyway back behind it, so I want to make sure that that will work. Let's try there. Ooh, that's close to the highway. Is that too close? I think it's alright. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think they would want the exposure right next to the highway like that. Yeah. Now, how do we connect these? Can fit some alders in there, it's fine. Yeah, that's true. Alders fix everything. I mean, that's not gonna work for me. Wrong emote, yeah. I think you meant to use the hype emote, Dava. I seem to have made an error there. That's better. Why is it deleting that whole... Okay, that's alright. That's the first time you've left today, Dava. Must be a good stream tonight. I don't know how long it was that you stayed without leaving, but yeah, I'm obviously doing something right tonight. "16 minutes, wow. Yeah, that's impressive. Oh, hi. Tried your hardest. 16 was all you could muster. Okay, electricity needs to be replaced. What are we doing here? Ah, that was... Yes, good timing. Is she actually gonna... No. She was gonna go up there for a second. You want to see who squirreled me? It's a good one. Might have guessed from the slow approach I needed to take there. We have a void cat. She came out from under the bed and squirreled me. She's kind of getting a bit restless now, though. Papa Gio, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hi, Void. She looks bemused. Yes. Welcome in. Welcome in. And yeah, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time here. The Mage. Is that how I say that? That's how I'm guessing I say that. Thank you for the first time chat. Yeah, she's a bit kind of like, what's going on? Beautiful Void. I will stare into you. And Dava, thank you for patting the cats. You got Andrea. Yeah, this needs to be adjusted here, I think. What was... Oh, okay, so that's power coming out of there. Wonder if we can't just turn this into an underground cable all the way through, right? PLG, thank you for patting the cats as well. The purr was actually the follow alert, but it lined up nicely with cat cam, did it? Purring kitty is the best kitty. Yep, excellent. I got it right for a change. It's surprising. It always surprises me when I get things right. Okay, yeah, let's go underground with this. Now, I wonder... Oh yeah, okay, they seem like they're high voltage ones as well. I mean, we could probably just, yeah. I can intersect with those, which is interesting, but I can also attach to them. Or is that attaching to the road? I'm not sure. Let's just go straight under though, I think. Or, no, let's not. Because I don't like that. We'll go under the road here. Where they belong, exactly. Is that... I can't quite tell if it... No, it's not attaching. Okay, I think it's just snapping to the road, right? Okay. Oh, no. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, I think that's better. I don't think they would want a power line going right across their factory. So we should be right to hit unpause, I think. What's it actually going to do here? Welcome in the Mage as well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the first time chat. Not always. Sometimes they belong beside the road and always beside the rail, not under the rail. Interesting. Why is there nothing coming out of there? Was there anything coming out of it before? I didn't really notice, to be honest. I feel like maybe not. No, okay, there's not. Alright, that's fine. Still, we still want it attached to the rest of the grid just in case. I'm assuming not under the rail because that might cause problems. Especially if there is already electricity over the top of the rail. Is that kind of the idea? This is Spasm. Okay. Right, okay, so we've connected this. Is anyone actually using this road? There is someone using it. Alright, we'll keep zoning here, I suppose. Pies, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for patting the cats. You got Lacey, and we just had a Lacey nearest cat. So yeah, that's good. She's actually still on the bed behind me, which is surprising. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Pies.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Merry Christmas to you too. I hope, do you have time off? Over the holidays or no? Thank you for the 100 bits, Pies. Appreciate you. Okay, that's coming along. Man, they all of a sudden all need hearses all the time. Just your normal 2 days off. Rough. To be fair, that's pretty similar to what I have, so... Right, this needs more vehicles. Do we have that? We do. Let's double it. What does this do? Extended cold storage allows storing more deceased citizens before cremation. Don't think we have an issue with that. Increases the speed at which remains can be processed. Well, yeah, we don't really have that issue either. So, yeah, that's probably fine. The main issue is that we have a lot of dead bodies. None of that is my doing, of course. Citizen is deceased. If there's a break, you can't just dig up a highway, freeway, or rail line to repair it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so they just go beside the road where you're just digging up dirt. Having said that, in the city, I often, like, not the city, but in the area, like everywhere around, you do often see them digging up roads to get to things like that. But that's generally probably because there's nowhere else for it to go at that point, right? And why are these folks waiting for an ambulance? Oh. They're stuck behind a garbage truck. Okay. Just my normal 2-cat off. And Lacey's overwhelmed? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks for patting the cats though, Hippie. Hope you're enjoying your lurk. Yeah. Oh. Can I, I can. Don't mind me, I've just become very squirreled by something over there. Dream, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Lacey, I read that. Or trying to. What is that in reference to the dead people pies? How you going, Dream? Okay. I guess we keep zoning out here. I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know how to get on top of this. I know getting squirreled doesn't help, right? But yeah, I don't know how I get on top of this demand. Ty, that pesky Dava and co kept you up late playing scary games. I did see that you were mentioned in Dava's title, but by the time I got to it, I guess you'd already gone. But yeah, at least you're not hungover, I suppose, maybe? Or are you as well? Not today, hurrah. Yeah, the dead citizen, yeah. Yeah, rough. Yeah, well, congratulations for not being hungover, I suppose, Dream. Is it dangerous to have these trees so close to the highway? Oh, I can't. I was going to say I can't even fit that in. I can't fit it in there. Have to do some bushes. I don't know. I don't know. What kind of truck drivers is that? None of them even bother to open the port before doing deliveries. They just drive in the garage door, don't they? Yeah, when it's still shut. Hope you're doing well, Super. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's quite a steep road for an industry area. I think that's why I wanted to redo that area. 2 more days and it's all over? The Christmas nightmare, you mean? Is that what you're referring to there, Dream? Oops. Oh my goodness, keep clicking the wrong thing. Yeah, let's have a parking lot here for the workers of this fine establishment. We won't charge them for that either. Indeed, you don't like having plans. Should see the industry area in Toowoomba. Oh, it's super steep. It's like a roller coaster. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better then. Let's put some more alders here to celebrate. We're building nice industry. Industry that people will like to come to and work. Order hype, birch stabbies. The town's built on top of the Great Dividing Range and the plateau. Right, right. Industries. Yes. It took me a second to figure out how to say that. But I love it. Industries. Okay, we'll put some birch here as well for Dava. Oh, that person just arrived at work. Look at that. Nicole Weaver. Is that a post van? Because you know what I haven't done in a while is checked how the postal service is going. But now Ren's leaving. Oh, I can't win. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, that looks fine. And then maybe some birch down here as well. It's a very noisy area, I notice. So you're one of those that don't have the straight line mod? Yes, I am. I don't have any mods on this yet. Still. It will be one that I will be quick to pick up once it's available through Paradox Mods though. It's very convenient, I would imagine. Okay, nice. They're not going to have anything out the back. Why would they have something out the back? That doesn't make any sense. Dava and I have 2 wars, trees and the siblings. Oh, actually, that reminds me for some reason. I learnt in Curdy's stream some time ago that highways don't automatically have lights on them. And we never play this save in the dark, so actually what 6 o'clock. I don't think it will be dark still, will it? No. Sun is rising. So I need to go through and place lights everywhere, I guess. Trees don't grow exact in perfect lines. That's true, even if humans plant them straight lines. That's very, very true, Pies. The real world doesn't have perfectly straight lines for these types of things. Maybe we should wait until the next day-night cycle before I put the lights in, just so we can see how bad it is. How stupid is that? Who doesn't program lights on highways? Yeah, I would have thought it would be default, and then you remove them if you don't want them. That would probably be the way I would do it, but, you know, what do I know? In America, street lights are only by the exits. I mean, actually, come to think of it, on a highway, that might be the same here, actually. Most rural highways have 0 lights in Australia. Our country is too big to light it all the way. There's thousands of kilometers with no lights on the highways. Even just outside towns, they stop. Yeah, I think that's probably right. What about the entrances? Only the exits. You're allowed to see where you're going when you're leaving the highway, but not when you're coming onto the highway. Here we have fairly well lit highways in the build-up areas. Yeah, I'm just trying to think when I have driven in highways, which isn't all that often these days, but I have back in the day. they are quite dark, right? So yeah, I think it's the same here. I don't think they're all that lit, except for where there are entrances and exits, perhaps. Where I live, most would randomly plant trees. Exception is those that plants using GPS method and vehicle to support it, like alongside a road, etc. That's often done to get lines. Yeah, they get lines, but they're still not kind of like perfect lines, are they? Because as Pi said, as the tree grows, they grow different rates, different sizes, shapes, all of that. So they tend to all be kind of a bit random sometimes. Okay, let's have a road that doesn't connect here. These roads look like they're all converging at some point, but I might actually, with that in mind, just curve this into here. That brings that section to a close. Our on ramps and off ramps are... Oh, did I miss that hydrate? Sorry, Shane. Thank you for the hydrate. Are not lit in on the further out ones. Yeah, like on the sunny coast, if you take an exit off even the main roads, there's no lights except on the sign for the exit. I guess they're assuming at that point that you know, you got your lights on. So, Cactus, welcome in. Thank you for patting the cats. Got Lacey. Used to have to take a very dark highway to your SES shed when you're in your 20s, and you swear the 7-kilometer stretch was the spookiest dang road. Yeah, I bet. Imagine that tool with different lighting options once custom assets are available. Yeah, that will be... There's a lot of things that are a bit like that, right, in this game, where it's like, oh, imagine how that's going to be when we have mods, or, you know... That's, yeah, again, where that potential really comes in, right? I think, anyway. Yes, size, height, rotation, etc. But distance from road, distance between trees is perfect as it gets. Looks neat until some locals decide to rip out the tree just to be evil, as youngsters often do here. Really? Why do they do that? To be evil, I suppose. They did that on our street, but the trees said no, and they kind of lean. And some have even decided to grow up a foot over from where they were planted. Nature says stuff you humans and your straight lines. Yeah. I love it. Or they want a tree for their own backyards. They're pulling it out and popping it on the back of the ute and taking it home. People just take anything, it seems. Yeah. It does seem that way. I'm not sure whether to carry some of this commercial down here now or not. I'm also still not sure how to connect this road with anything much. This one, I guess, can just come straight up. You know what I haven't looked at for a while is public transport. Oh, there's a big lump there. That's done some strange things. Okay, let's redo that section. Train time. It's got to be nailed down and have a GPS tracker, or it's considered public property. Yeah, it seems that way, right? Spray painting random cars, set bus sheds or trash cans on fire, rip out trees or flowers, drive like crazy over a soccer field to ruin the grass. There's always someone trying something like that around here. Sad times. Wasn't like that in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. People feel entitled to do whatever they want these days, right? Can I fix this up a little bit? Ugh, I broke everything. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this will work. I've not tried this before. Oh, and the classic is, of course, still mail from mailboxes. Yeah. I don't know why Dava's thinking that we're going to do anything with trains. Okay, no, I broke the bus stop here by the looks of it. Oh, it's because it's like cut and filled that. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fix this. Oh no, okay, that works. Where that's kind of a bit janky, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Oh, there's... Okay, maybe I need to redraw this. Where... Okay, it's fine, we'll redraw it. Ren, thank you for popping that in. The ads. Did the bus stops, did the signs go? I can't see the signs anymore. I think they might have. They just go around stealing parcels here? Oh, Dava's leaving. Was that because they steal parcels, or did I do something? I don't even know anymore. I think they've just turned into waypoints, have they? Oh, because I said no trains, of course. Of course. You get everything delivered to the pool shop because there's HD cameras and nobody at work would steal your stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I get stuff delivered to work too, to be honest. Not because I'm worried that people will steal it, just because I know that I'm going to be there a lot of the time. Okay, that's fixed. Do I need... Yeah, we need to rezone. Aren't giving Dava his choo-choos. I mean, there are trains here, Dava. I mean, I guess he's already left, but yeah. There are trains up and down this area. No trains now. Pies is leaving as well. Oh no. In the menu where you set up your new line or edit existing road, try dragging. Oh, it's okay. I think it fixed it when I put the stops back in. It fixed it. It just did. Oh, that building's condemned. Why? I don't know. Oh, I was about to delete it, and it went. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that was why. Oh, that's annoying that I didn't notice that. Can't live there. You hate buses. Oh, we have trains and buses. So we've got trams as well. Subway. We've got a few options. Yeah, subway here. Then we got the tram here, which this needs kind of a bit of work, right? This is kind of a bit random. It's kind of this tram line that kind of goes nowhere. But it does go into the city when it goes out this way. Here's a tram. That's a weird arrangement there. I don't know why that's the case, but yeah. It's only 13 people on it though. Interchange build. Oh my goodness. I've avoided the interchanges very well, thank you, Dava. I've avoided doing interchanges a lot, and with great effect. Yeah, this is alright. There's a few people there. Although they're all waiting for the tram going the other way by the looks of it. Stab and leave. That's what Dava's doing. If they still mail parcels here, it's within minutes after it's dropped off. So either they're following the delivery van or in some other way track the delivery time location within less than 5 minutes after delivery. Holy, that's a lot of people there. Wow. Could be someone uses Apple's AirTags or similar on van, or parcels, of course, track live. Yeah. Yeah, this is impressive. I think also I'm so used to Cooper County, my previous city in Cities 1, that there was just never anyone walking around that city. So yeah, I was constantly looking at places like this and there was just no people. But yeah, that looks like a lot of people, right? Passengers 1,035. Is that on the line? Yeah, that's the line altogether, right? Yeah, I'm impressed by that. Akasik Torn? I'm sorry, I butchered your name, but hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Blap, welcome in as well. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Down. Up. Come on, more energy.
Thank you for the more energy, Blap. And thank you for the Dava Dinos, Ren and Dava. That you seem to have a stray bee there, Dava. Yeah, there's a stray bee in your message. Oh, look at all these people coming off this tram. Holy moly. These trams are utilized a lot. And they're transferring into the metro. I love it. And they're transferring onto the bus as well. Do we need more buses here? That helicopter is so loud. I think I fit in as you have 3 cats. Yes, yes you do. You do, because we have cats here. What are your cats' names? Oh, this is the airport bus, isn't it? Pretty sure. Yeah, that's a lot of people getting off that bus there as well. Some of them going to the tram. I do love seeing the cities come alive like this, right? You were gonna type Blap? And then you just like straight off and just didn't type the B and forgot the LAP. Cake man. That's not so many people. You can do better. I did that mistake a couple of weeks ago. Put a bus station with 8+ lines coming into an area with a subway next to it. Real bad idea unless you want the GPU to melt. Oh, well, I mean, it's probably melting already. Also, Akasik Torn, and again, I'm so sorry for butchering your name. Thank you so much for the follow. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoy your time here. Your cat's names are Milo, Apollo, and Asta. They're cute names. Should I... So we have a nearest cat redeem. Should I get a Peggy? Let's hang out here for a sec while I do the nearest cat. This is a cool little spot, right? My cat. Good name, butt spot. Cranky drama queen Peggy. Yeah. So, yeah. Please let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Akasik Torn, if I'm saying that incorrectly. Or if there's a shortened version you would prefer me to call you of your name, let me know. But yes, we have nearest cat, so you get to see one of my cats now. That wasn't too bad. Paddington went into your housemate's room and unwrapped all the presents. Oh no. There's the cranky Peggy. Wow, that tram was in a hurry. Cranky Peggy's here. She's not too cranky, actually. That's not too bad. Now you're cranky. Okay. Amy, welcome in. Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Glad in the latest patch did NPCs more like stickmen characters, helps ton on performance. Yeah, that's what they said, right? I think Lacey went under the bed now. Cat fur everywhere as well. She's vocal about when she's had enough, yeah. Very much so. She was chilled, yeah, she's chilled at first, and then when she realizes that she's had enough, she gets vocal. And back in the new spot, yeah, she was. Merry Christmas, Mr. Paddington. Lots of presents for Paddington. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas Eve to you too, Amy. Hope you're doing well. I've got cat Peggy fur everywhere. How did the GPU go with that? It really didn't seem to make any difference. This is a cool view though. I like this view. I like the activity that's occurring in this area. Do we need another bus? Maybe. Oh no, that one's not full, so that's fine. Alright. Yeah, that's good. What about the metros? How are they going? What do they call them? Metros? Subways? The jiggers? They're all at stops, so I can't really see. Milo is a tuxedo breed, and the other two are fully white. Oh, cool. They sound very cute. White cats are pretty cool. Hey Peggy, I used to get so annoyed when my mum would call me cranky. I generally wasn't until she started accusing me of being cranky. It's just resting bitch face. Is everyone ready for the fat man? Fat cakes? Vet Coke? This train, let's check. Can I click on the trains? Oh, that one's out of stock. Oh no, it's just that color. Okay. Wait, where have all the trains gone? Why can't I click on any of this? Average cakes. Oh, that took us all the way over the other side of the city. Okay, these don't seem overwhelmed at all though, so that's fine. So, the mail I wanted to check, didn't I? The drunk fat man to sneak in the house and kissed my mum and called the police. Dava, I know what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense. It's the way you've worded it. Now he's leaving. Uh-oh, what have we got here? An accident? Oh, yeah. Oh, for God's sake, Dava. Exactly, Dream. Exactly. We would take a delivery of fat cakes any day, yeah. Can I get a high up view of the city? Yeah, absolutely. Curious, as you haven't got to... This is the first time I've got to 100k as well. So this is our downtown. Yeah, that's still a work in progress. So yeah, you can see we've got residential, low density residential. There's quite a lot of high density residential in here. I need to do the districts a bit better, don't I? And then over here we have more low density. Then we have like some medium density over here. And then more medium row houses over in this space. And then we have a little town over there as well. So in terms of population, that's about it. Quite right, Tilly. Very average. Yeah. So, yeah, the thing I'm confused about, Dava, is whether the fat man called the police. Fat man sneak into your house. The drunk fat man sneak in the house and kissed my mom and called the police at Amy as well. Which is even funnier for some reason. You've oiled the chimney, Riri. Hope he brings you something nice. Was there someone laying on the ground? When? What is happening in the chat right now? I'm a little bit confused by things. You're waiting for tow trucks and heavy recovery vehicles. With the number of accidents in game, it seems there should be a market for that sort of business. Maybe a DLC? Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a good DLC idea, Super. Your moderator Vapor wanted me to name a road. Vapor is an autistic and dumb ass avenue. So I named the main road in your city exactly that. Okay. Interesting idea for a name. Amy saw Mummy kissing Santa Claus. I believe that's a song, is it? Underneath the mistletoe last night. I think if I know my lyrics well, which I don't, I believe that's a song. Alright, I'm going to squirrel over here now and put some more commercial down here. Yes, very good. Thank you. Is this city based or inspired on real life? No, it's just, well, I mean, it's a San Francisco map, but it's not based on San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco. So, like, yeah, I guess the map is San Francisco. I don't know how accurate, assuming it's pretty accurate. But yeah, all of the layout and all of that is just based off my brain. And then they called the police. Right. Right. So technically, Santa is a player roaming around the world. Yes. Yeah, apparently. Apparently. What do mums expect when they keep enticing strange bearded men with booze and food on the doorstep? It's a good point. And Dava's all around it. Dava's loving that. Alright, yeah, we'll put a little bit of commercial up here. Not really sure what I'm doing with this area still. I think that's why I've kind of left it a bit random. So I don't really know. You're gonna go get lunch? You'll be back. No worries, no worries. Hopefully you get something nice for lunch, and we'll hopefully see you in a sec. Yeah, it's quite hilly here as well, which is not ideal. Look at how well this roundabout is handling all of this traffic. It's just all flowing so nicely. Only roundabouts have that good flow. I'm not sure... Dava fixed that emote for you again. Wait, what? Dava fixed an emote. We do have this, Ren made this one. Well, I mean, it was already, she already made it, but she made it jiggle around. I fixed that emote. Why are they doing janky lane changes here? They're ruining everything. That song I take as the dad dressed up as Santa for putting presents under the tree, then gave Mummy a kiss. Yeah, that's how I always thought it was as well, Amy. And the kid, you know, whoever's singing the song is presumably the kid, because they're saying, I saw Mum kiss Santa Claus. They don't realize that the dad is dressed up in the Santa suit. Impossible to fix Dava, he ain't broken. Stuff a sock in a butt spot. Impossible to fix Catva, he ain't broken. You broken Oz. He threw up in... Oh, I see what you mean, yes. Instead of doing the hype, yeah. So you put the hype in there and that fixed it. Gotcha. Just thought Santa was a wrong'un. Okay, let's put a little bit more low density bits and pieces here. Dava just likes the dark and twisted story of it clearly. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Not surprisingly either. But that just means Mummy was trying to do roleplay and the kid wasn't supposed to see. Well, that's possible too, yeah. Nothing wrong with that, yeah. Whatever works for them, right? Do what you gotta do. And don't judge others. Ho ho ho's with the ho. Dream. Yes, Tava, stop judging. He's so judgy. The present was another kid. Probably best not put that one under the tree, though. If we go around fix person X, that person X is no longer him, herself, but something else. And the world gets far more complicated that way. Well, that's true. And what does fix mean anyway, right? The presents have billions of kids on them. What up? Are you saying what I think you're saying? And that's why you're vomiting? I don't know. Shane, you got to take off? No worries. Thanks for hanging out. Dava's really lowered the tone of this stream tonight. But, you know, that's nothing out of the ordinary, I guess. Time's out, Dava. I haven't thought about... Oh, that's right. I wanted to check public transport. I don't think there's any public transport here. Where does our train go here? Could we sneak in a sneaky train station for Dava? Kylie, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for patting the cats. You got Lacey. Pure debauchery shenanigans from the Darvatron as usual. There's some fantastic words in there. Dream. Or, no. Probably the bus makes the most sense through here, to be honest. I was thinking maybe the subway, but yeah. I don't think the subway makes sense. Train station, like, further in might make more sense. Dava can be funny occasionally. Riri's back. Welcome back, Riri. You just missed some debauchery. It's a great word. Yeah, I wonder, although it's not quite where I was hoping it would be, if we could put a train station here attached to that line, but yeah, that's not quite going to work. Let me try this and we'll see. We'll see how we go. Akasic Torn is back as well. I still feel like I'm saying that incorrectly. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, let's, because Dava's been, I was going to say because he's been so good, but he hasn't really been good, has he? He's been causing chaos in typical Dava fashion. Akasic Torn. Akasic Torn. Was that any better? Now Dava's leaving. How do we tunnel? We're tunneling here. Butt spot got you. I suppose I could loop it around to there, but then, yeah, I don't know about that. Why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. It's the only way to do this really is to tunnel right under everything here. That seems unrealistic. So I'm going to do it anyway. It's not going to let me do this, is it? No. It's too close. Tunnel under everything is the new Sydney way, yes. Apparently it is. Okay, if I go there, can I then go under the next one? No. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so I guess we have to start going under further back. Oh, 30 meters, jeez. Okay. Caught up in shenanigans. Dava, there is a parody song along those lines. Matt Rogers did it, and there's another one by Kevin Bloody Wilson. Huh. Shenanigans. Autosave. Okay, now we need to start coming up. These power lines are in the way. So we do this. Even more unrealistic. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh. Don't know about that. Parody of Ba Da Da Da. I don't know what anyone's talking about anymore. Why are they not connected? Why you do this to me, game? That's quite steep. Bill, welcome in. Welcome in. Fibbage 33333. Yeah, no, you're not late, Bill. You can't be late to a stream, can you? Oh yeah, this road isn't connected to anything. Forgot about that. I'm like, why is it complaining so much? Yeah, welcome in, Bill. Hope you're doing well. Once there was a massive fiery pile up on one of the main entrances to your city. Like all the fire stations were all the fire engines were hanging out. What are we doing here? So I think here we go out and try and connect up over there. I think it's funny to make the citizens of your city have poop water. That that is certainly a thing that you can do in... I assume you can... I've not tried to do it in this game, but I know you used to be able to do it in the first game, right? Oh, Bill, coming in with the nearest cat. Let's see who we have here. Just got concentration cat dad here for a second while I concentrate these lines, these rail lines into perfection. Especially for Dava. Show me a feline. You're always trying to avoid destroying any homes because you would feel bad seeing everyone walk away. Yeah, I do that too, actually. I don't like destroying homes. Thank you for patting the cats as well. The water treatment plant filters wastewater and pumps it back to the citizens for use as fresh water, so it wouldn't work. No poop water in this game. The English gentleman. Good eve, sir. What's your opinion of this game so far? Worth $69 dues? You're tempted to get it in the Steam sale, but you're conscious of the poor performance. Yeah, look, I'm really enjoying it. Welcome in as well, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I am enjoying it a lot, and I think it's only going to get better as time goes by. And the performance stuff has improved, like, out of sight from when it was first launched, and they're going to keep doing, like, they're going to keep improving things as well. So yeah, I would say it's worth the money, but you're also talking to someone who had, you know, 2,000 hours in City Skylines 1 and loves that game. So yeah, I do like city builders, and I do, yeah, I definitely see potential in this game. And I think if you haven't got it now and you haven't played it, you've probably missed the worst of a lot of the bugs anyway. So yeah, I'd say it's worth it. I bought the full deluxe pre-order version, so yeah. Appreciate the response. No worries, no worries. I mean, you know, look, I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's bug-free anymore. There's definitely bugs still in the game. But also they're trying to fix them, right? So yeah, and I just feel like with the mods coming up next year and all of that type of stuff, I feel like it's gonna start getting good. You can what is that? The outlet and not the treatment plant. You can use the outlet and not the treatment plant. Right. I promise you're sober, and that's disappointing. And Bill's leaving because you're sober. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, Super. It does depend on the hardware you have. Like I'm, you know, my CPU is very old, but my GPU is quite new, and it's quite a good GPU, 4070. And, you know, I'm on 100K, and I'm not getting any performance issues at the moment. Like, there's no jumps or anything like that. I can zoom around this city without any issues. I can even zoom around the more populated area, and I don't have any drops in frames. Over here, I'm getting around about 20, 23, 21, 22 frames per second. So, you know, maybe lower than you might like, but it's playable still. Down here is 26 frames per second. Down here, 22. So, you know, that's okay. Still prepping food, just a little wine for now.
Hello there.
Karen, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. You're on a 6700K and a 1070. so getting pretty old now. But you might upgrade your PC over the next year depending on what's available. Yeah, I think that's similar. That's pretty similar to Shilka's specs, isn't it? Certainly, I'm pretty sure he's got a 1070, I thought. Your CPU is old. Oh, what did I... CPU is old, but your... it keeps scrolling. But good. But your GPU is just trash. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't had any lag yet. I was expecting the CPU to start lagging out kind of nowish actually, which, you know, it still might happen. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Karen. Welcome in again. Thank you as well for patting the cats. That's a good point. The pub must be open by now. Yeah, I think if you're looking to upgrade in particular, the English Gentleman, then it's worth... I'd say it's worth a crack. It's a fun game, right? Even as it is now with the bugs, it's fun. So yeah. Did you play Cities 1 as well? That's the other question. Dream's an hour late to the pub. Rubbish. You have an Nvidia 2070 Super and you get good frames. So there you go. That's good. Mainly CPU limited. Soon they fix that. It will demand less of the GPU as well. Yeah, and that's that's the thing, right? They're always going to be making it better. Not gonna lie, just purchased it right now. I need to be on commission here. Can CEO send me a check? Paradox send me a check? Good, Dad. Thanks. And you? Just crazy busy? Yeah, I know the feeling. Prepping Christmas lunch at 38-degree heat, Karen. Oh no. That's horrendous. We had a 40 plus the other day. And that was death. I hated it. Around the world. A Daft Punk. Is that what we're doing? Okay, let's put this train line in. I'm getting very squirreled here. Okay, passenger line. Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay. Where does that green line go? It's lost. Oh, it's here. Okay. I don't necessarily... This is an outside connection line by the looks of it.
Water jiggers.
Thank you for the water jiggers. Yeah, it is. I don't know why I have so many outside connection lines there. Okay, we're coming into the evening here, which has made it start snowing? Is that what's happened? Is the ground all snowy now? Or is it because I'm in this view? Oh, okay. Right. I've got it. I'm not vaguing out at all. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Oh, don't forget the nearest cat. Thank you. You did play Cities 1. Loved it. We got frustrated with a few things that you couldn't control. Traffic controls weren't great without mods. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hi, VCat Dad. Yes. VCat Dad is here, apparently. That song is now going to be ahead all night. GPU is a 2070 Super, and your CPU is an AMD Ryzen 7, one of those ones. Okay, that's okay. It's not too bad. Yes, I've been a little bit squirrel, but I'll do it now. I'll do it now before we do this. Let's take a night view of the city while we do this. Nearest cat. Oh, some of these... Oh, that's the regular road, isn't it? It's going to say that some of it has lights. I have a watch streak of 2. You're so damn on time. Right on time check. Yeah, but I do have tomorrow off, so there's no real rush. Play mainly on medium with some stuff on high, and with a 60k population you get decent frames. That's pretty much how I play too. I did find if I have everything on high, it ends up a bit stuttery, although that was before all of the recent updates. I think Lacey's disappeared under the bed, so we'll go back to a rectangular cotton square. If I can get her. Here she is. She's a sleepy rectangular cotton square. Okay, cranky. Cranky rectangular cotton square. What, you weren't going to time check tonight? Was this funny that he showed up at the usual time? Easy to make a 60k city look great than a 600k one. Depends how long you're doing it for, Super. You turn off... Yeah, there's like certain settings that you should kind of hit right that will help with the performance and all that type of stuff. Get rid of some of them, keep some of them. Yeah. I'm going to squirrel over here for a sec and put some roads in here. You keep the fog on because you like it? Well, that's fair. Why not, right? What happens if I attach this in here? I didn't want that type of road, but yeah. Oh yeah. It's done a slightly weird thing there. That's a little bit strange. I'm not sure that I like it. What did it look like before that? Yeah, no, it doesn't really like that, does it? I think the latest patch disables the worst performance effects by default now too. Oh, that's good. That's good. Maybe I should try putting the settings up a little bit higher. I mean, to be fair though, it's pretty good. Like, I'm not at all worried that, you know, the game looks crap. So, yeah, it doesn't like that though. Okay, maybe we don't go there then. We'll just come about halfway here, I guess. We might actually make it a slightly larger road, do we? No. No, what we'll do is we'll come out of here with a larger road. And we'll do some bendy roads for the bendy people. Like so. You're excited for the DLC that are coming out as you have the deluxe edition because City Skylines was an absolute favorite of yours. Yeah, I'm the same. I also have the deluxe one, the full whatever it was, the full package thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to things coming out too. More content's good, right? Like, I'm happy they're fixing everything. That's really cool as well. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to new content. Nice. The day-night cycle seems to be a little bit better. What I don't like though still is the blodgy roads, right? It's the splodges all over the roads when it comes to the lighting. That kind of annoys me. Butt spot. You're going to get in trouble for that one, I think. You want more build variety? Yeah, that's true when it comes to the growables. Yeah. I mean, anything like that in a game like this is going to be good, right? So, yeah. Big difference in lower versus super high population is traffic, and at higher population count, the game runs slower, and the limitations in AI behavior regarding traffic path choices, accidents, etc. become more obvious. Yeah, that makes sense. The more stuff that's going on, the harder it's going to be for the game to process it, right? Or the hardware to process it. Should this be...
Hello there.
A larger road? Hello there. I feel like maybe just extending this road all the way up as a 3-lane road might fix that tram as well. Tram doing weird stuff. Oh, it's a 7-lane. That one. Oh, that makes sense because I've got that there, I suppose. Okay, yeah, well, that's okay. Although, having said that, that traffic's all cleared up now, so probably don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We'll just go up to this roundabout, and I think the tram works better that way too. Yeah. Have you thought of doing the dev mode or using mods? I've definitely thought about it. I definitely have, but I have decided against it for now. We'll see. I mean, the main thing I worry about is spending a lot of time on this city and then something breaking it. I know it doesn't. I haven't heard of that really happening. We've actually got a really nice vista going through this that I haven't noticed before. This is quite a cool view. Well, I'll have to keep this in mind as we're looking at doing what we do at this end over here, right? Whether we just make this view out to the ocean, or whether we make it something else. I don't know. It doesn't quite work as well going back that way. Weird stuff is name of the game. Usually. And the night graphics are definitely much better than before you switch the cycle off, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just these blobby roads, right? The blobby lights in the road. It was certainly, the night graphics were better zoomed out in Cities 1 for some reason. It's a bit too blobby. No, this isn't Cities 2 related, but do you have any tips for viewers and stuff? I mean, look, I've been very blessed with the way my streaming has unfolded, I think. So for me, it's a little bit hard to pinpoint. I do feel that just hanging out and enjoying yourself and being present in what you're doing rather than thinking too much about what's going on, if that makes sense. I think that's one thing that a lot of people kind of make the mistake of doing. Like, you're always thinking further ahead about, oh, well, you know, if I get this many followers, or if, you know, I have this many viewers. But just be in the moment and hang out. And if you're enjoying yourself, you're gonna find that people are enjoying what you're doing, right? And then they're going to follow you because they're enjoying it. And they're going to come back because they enjoy it each time. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. The problem is with this, right, is that there's no silver bullet for this, right? Like, what works for one person doesn't work for another. Ooh. Like, that doesn't work at all. So yeah, what's worked for me may not necessarily work for you. But yeah, what I've found is just hanging out, being myself, making sure that I'm enjoying myself, and then that generally means that other folks that are watching enjoy themselves as well. Make sure you're playing a game that you like as well, right? Don't just play a game because other people are playing it, or, you know, this is the cool game at the moment, or whatever, or my mate's playing this, so I better play it. Just play a game that you like, because that comes through in the content as well. If you're not really enjoying it, then the other people watching won't enjoy it either. Nighttime looks stunning with every graphic detail maxed out, so fog, distance blur, etc. helps a ton. But it don't help much on the FPS. I could guess that. I could imagine, super. You go on max graphics to take photos, pictures, yeah, that makes sense. Toggling shadows nighttime off and have camera topside down when building. Other than that, it's pretty much maxed out. You have one viewer that comes back to your stream a lot. Well, how long have you been streaming for? Is the other question. Since Friday. Okay, so you're pretty early on, and if you have one viewer that comes back already, you're probably doing all right. You have 7 followers. Yeah, I mean that's pretty decent, right? For what is today? What's today again? Sunday, and you've already got one regular stream, regular viewer. I'd say that's pretty decent. Authentic Oz is why you're here, and Andrea. Oh, that's a cargo line. Okay, fair. That makes sense. That's why I have so many lines. I'm still not used to having cargo stuff. Oh, do we not have... Oh, okay. I see what's happened. This line somehow needs to meet up with the passenger line. Okay, let's remove those stops if we can. How do we do that? Tilly's here for Lacey and Ren. I might turn the day-night cycle back off though, so that I can actually see what we're doing here. But yeah, honestly, if you know that oh, that was the screen, all right. Yeah, if you're hanging out, doing your thing, enjoying yourself, being consistent as well, like making sure if you do have a schedule, that you're somewhat sticking to it. Otherwise, yeah, if people don't know when you're going to be live, they're not going to know to turn up, right? So that always helps as well. For work, you studied content creators for a few years, would recommend... Oh, yes. What Super said there. Reliable schedule, honest, keep active, talkative with the audience, and games that you enjoy. Yeah, what games depends on person, but a few related games seems to work better than every random game possible. Yeah, that's right. I think that's all correct as well. You also try and do YouTube. Do you stream? So you stream on YouTube at the same time, do you mean? Or you release videos on YouTube as well? Leaving a lurk has cleaning up to do. No worries. No worries. Thanks, Amy. Especially if you're limited on time and can't do regular schedule, it makes more sense to do purely YouTube and get weekly releases of content. Only videos, yeah. So that my issue is... See, I have the slight opposite thing there, Super. I am limited on time, which is why I generally will only stream, because I don't have the time to edit videos. Because if you really want videos on YouTube to perform well, they need to be pretty heavily edited, or at least very well recorded, I suppose. Thanks for the lurk, by the way, Amy. Appreciate that. And to do either of those things, to either record them very well first time or edit them to be good content, that takes time. So yeah, that's why streaming for me works better. If I had more time, I'd probably do both. Maybe. I don't know, actually. I might stream more. I'm not sure. You have 35 subscribers on YouTube, so you try and do Twitch because you get motivated for those 35 subs. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, look, I've only got 45 subs on YouTube, which reminds me, if you do want to see unedited VODs of the Twitch streams, do drop the YouTube subscription. In fact, Blap was saying, I don't know, Blaps, I don't mean to pull you out of a lurk. Don't feel free not to answer if you don't want to. But Blap just commented on one of my most recent YouTube upload to say that he was really enjoying looking back at some of the older ones when he wasn't in the time zone. You know, the time zones weren't matching, so he could go back and have a look at a few of them. So, yeah. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I mean, considering that I put very long form content on, you know, like the VODs are 3-4 hours, so they're quite long. YouTube doesn't really like those types of long content. You know, they tend to push that down the algorithm a fair amount. So now 46, thank you, appreciate that. I would stream more, yeah. I think I probably would. But you know, it may give me a an option to then cut down the VODs a little bit. I don't know. I don't think that really works, but I think my content style is definitely more suited towards streaming than it is YouTube. In general, that's my feeling. Also leaving a lurk, City's looking good. Thank you, Riri. Thank you for the lurk. A live, say, 4-hour stream versus cut down edit, 10 to 20 minutes YouTube video. A detail there is the YouTube video is there 24/7 and more likely to be viewed than a 4-hour VOD of a stream. That's very true, because the VODs don't do well. Like, once you, especially with, like, say, something like a Minecraft VOD, or something like that, or as you're mentioning, Fortnite or Roblox VODs won't do well at all, because it's oversaturated, right? The cities ones do a little bit better because there's just less content. So if no one's live in, especially City Skylines 1, you will often maybe look for a VOD, and then if you've got a VOD there, then you know, it will be there. And I have turbo, so my VODs are there for much longer. Psychic Blue Wolf, hello there indeed. Welcome in, and thank you for patting the cats. You got fat cakes. You try and do car game. Oh, I missed the last part of Super's message, did I? But it all depends on details, like what type of audience the content is for. That's very true. And Ren, thank you for popping that in there. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel that my content generally is more suited to streaming, just based off the way I play games. You know, I'm not someone who's going to be releasing a like a Hermitcraft style Minecraft video, right? Like, where it's got some crazy super massive build in it that I've spent hundreds of hours on. That's just not my type of content. I'm generally pretty slow at playing games. Try and do car games and city builders. You did Fortnite and want to do Roblox. Yeah. Look, you know, there's nothing wrong with variety. It does make it harder to build a more consistent audience. But, you know, I'm variety, and it's worked alright for me so far. So it's doable. People are always going to have their favorite, you know, games and whatnot anyway, so... back in the day, it was all about the long content until TikTok happened. Yeah, that's true, Dava. The long content was the thing back then, wasn't it? And then TikTok ruined everyone's what do they call it? Vague Cat Dad is definitely here. I don't know if this is working either. Mojo? Yeah, I was thinking concentration actually, but yeah, Mojo works too. Flow? It ruined my flow, that's for sure. Edited down VODs rarely flow well. You need to record separate content. Yeah, that's the problem, right? The VODs, it's confusing to the viewer a lot of the time. Because, yeah, they don't really understand, especially if they're not a viewer that is on Twitch at all, which there are some. There are some who are only YouTube or only Twitch, right? So those people who don't understand Twitch are going to get very confused by what's going on for the most part, especially when you have alerts going off and, you know, redeems and stuff like that. It's going to confuse people. Hopefully I haven't missed anything there. Let me know if I've missed your chat, but I don't think I did. Twitch or live in general also means viewer have to be there, and then maybe that doesn't match the viewer's time zone. Plus it's a lot of competition for that time window. Yeah, while YouTube is up 24/7 and you can queue the content as needed to view it all. Yeah, that's true as well. Having said that though, there is a lot of content on YouTube too, so while I agree with you, Super, that, you know, there's kind of less live competition, the just the amount of videos on YouTube overall is crazy. So that's kind of slightly, that can work against you as well, I suppose. Let's try going the other way here. Always have fun doing what you're doing is the best way to put it. Absolutely, Dava. And always ban Dava. That's the other thing to remember to do. Always be banning Dava. I'm joking, Dava. I would never ban you. Ren would, but to be fair, the human attention span was short before TikTok. It just capitalized on it. That's true. I mean, you see a window, you take that window of opportunity, right? So yeah, that's fair. It's like, why is he dancing? But on Twitch, it's a rave. Yeah, and everyone's like going nuts. It's like, oh my god, he's dancing. You're gonna live stream in a sec, so you'll check back later. Okay, no worries. One thing, just be careful about saying you're gonna live stream in other people's streams. Some people might get a bit cranky about that. I'm pretty laid back, so I'm okay with that this time. But yeah, just be careful about saying that. But yeah, catch you later. I hope to see you again. Good luck. This isn't working. Is it just the pillar that's causing this problem? You're a kid, so wouldn't do advertising. Yeah. Some people will count that as self-promotion, so you just have to be careful about what you're saying. But, you know, it's better that you do it in this stream first and I tell you not to do it again in anyone else's stream than you do it and someone bans you. because people will instant ban you for that. And yes, as Dar was saying, don't tell us your age. It's fine to say you're a kid, but you do have to be over 13 to be on Twitch, so it's better just to not talk about your age. Age specific, anyway. As a viewer, if choice is watch 4-hour YouTube City Skylines 2 stream or watch 24 times 10 minutes YouTube City Skylines 2 vids, in that same time frame it'll be possible to watch all the best City Skylines 2 content creators on YouTube and their weekly releases with spare time for additional vids. Yeah, well, that's it. You're saying that the longer stuff is more difficult for people to kind of swallow. Is that what you're saying, Super? Because I agree with that. Although, I can't... Why is this not crossing? Can't it span across that? This whole thing spans from there to there with no pillar. There's no pillar there, is there? And it can't even cross this over here. What's going on? Yeah, no, I agree with that, Super. But there is this thing, and I don't know if people have forgotten that it exists or not, but there's this thing called a pause button. You can pause... Oh, hello. How we got this? You can pause content and come back and watch it later. This is really irritating me now. Holly, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Merry Christmas, Oz and Fat Cakes and all other kitties. You were indeed... Oh, you were my Secret Santa. Shipping to Australia was 100% worth it. Have a lovely Christmas. Thank you, Holly. Thank you. I appreciate the cat toy. Which, yes, as I said, not Super. I'm looking at Super's name in the chat. Fat Cakes will enjoy. I mean, Super might enjoy it as well, but he's not going to get it. So, okay, this works. Let's try this. Thank you, Holly. Has it all been... I haven't had a chance to look back at the Discord yet. Do you know who yours was? We haven't seen Skoz tonight either. I don't know if he's not around. Speaking of Secret Santa. People will soon enough figure out age and PID. Age is also a number. There's some of us being 6, although on our birth certificate it says 55. That's true, Super, but technically, according to the TOS of Twitch, yeah, the streamer can actually get in trouble knowingly letting someone under the age of 13 hang out in their stream. Do you want a catnip toy? Who wouldn't? Oh wow, that's a lumpy train track. Scotty is out. Oh, with his high school friends. Awesome, awesome. Short vids focused on a specific thing in a city, rail, road station, or flow from highway, cut to 10-ish minutes. Is much easier to follow, and quality of content might be higher than a 4-hour session. Yeah. I definitely doing all sorts of things not necessarily related either. Yeah, which again is why I say, because that's generally what I do, right? I'm pretty random. I'm all over the place. So yeah, generally my content isn't really suited for YouTube, but I will put the VODs up there for 2 reasons. Firstly, it will theoretically, or potentially, I suppose, generate a little bit of traction in terms of people perhaps coming over to Twitch. Because while there are certainly a lot of people who only YouTube, there's many, myself included, who do both. So, yeah, for that reason, I put them up there. and then also because it's a good way to back up all of my content. Because it's always there. Oh, personal identification. Yeah, true. This road needs to go. Amy got your Desert Lux little kit. I did see her putting that in the thing. Yeah, that's cool. She knew you needed more curtains to build with. That's great. Dava's staring and judging my rail. This one seems quite unrealistic. The rail is very high up in the air. And I don't know, I don't really like it, but I don't feel like I can do anything else. I probably could do something else, but yeah, I'm not. Signal boosting. Good point. Rename Aussie randomness in games. Random cat dad. C+. That's a passing grade, good enough. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it from the rail master himself. Okay, look, that's definitely better than it was before I deleted everything and kind of did it again. Oh, is that something I'm willing to accept? I don't think it is. Okay, apparently I'm just going to rebuild the whole thing. But yeah, what a great thing, what a great idea Skoz had with that Secret Santa. This looks like perfection here, right, Dava? Not dangerous at all. Okay, let's draw this line in then, because that should finally actually work, right? Beautiful, should go in the PDF. You could get into specifics, but B+, it went up. It went up. I'm going to take that every day of the week. Stoked. Can we compress this down to its mentality behind driving on the wrong side of the road that causes such results? I think what you'll find is that in Australia we drive on the correct side of the road. And anywhere that doesn't drive on the left side of the road, the correct side of the road, is incorrect. That's the wrong, speaking of incorrect, that was the wrong platform. Yeah, so we may as well go here, right, I guess. Where does that yellow line? That gives these people a direct line to the downtown, which can only be a good thing, right? I would guess. Where did the mouse go? There. What happened? Okay, there. Weird. Doing some weird things there. Possibly Vague Cat Dad is involved. I don't know. Okay. Excellent. We now have another train line. Let's see if we can see the train coming out. Oh, I was just thinking actually, do we have enough trains? But yeah, apparently we do. We've only got 2 more trains, or 3 trains for this route. Where's the is there a first person camera mod yet? Is that a thing that is a thing? Technically without signals the train would gridlock. Yeah. But that's not a OzCat problem. And the world is flat as a pancake and Armstrong never landed on the moon, but in Sandbox in Hollywood. That went the wrong way. I was hoping it was going to go over to the city. Because yeah, this is a tunnel. Colossal, please train DLC with signals. I feel like it might be too late for that, Dava. I feel like they might have, if they were going to do that, they would have had to have put it in the original, like a mechanic in the base game, right? Oh, that was an autosave. I was worried that was going to crash then. Let's not look at that bit. That again, that's not really my fault. I can't do much about that. First person camera mod is a thing, but it's not like City Skylines 1. Dava should like left-hand drive because it originated from keeping the right hand free for stabbing. A man can dream. Oh, jeez. That's not what I was trying to do at all. Okay, there's no one waiting here. Can I can't... Oh, there's a few people on the platform on the other side, though. Buttspot's in trouble again. Oh, people are coming down to this train. Look at how many people are coming down to this train. Oh, did they just get let off the other train? Not sure. If you'd said cat can dream, you would have been okay. Yeah, the problem it does occur a lot when Buttspot replaces part of the emote text with the word cat, right? That causes problems. Do you recommend the first person camera mod? Really shows you the plain areas that could use more detailing. Okay. I'll look forward to that when it's released on Paradox Mods. I've just gone, I think maybe perhaps for the first time into the third speed. Oh, we have a problem here. Let's go into this one as well. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this isn't finished, so that's why it looks plain there. Stop judging my build, everyone. Jeez. Oh, this is a cool view. It's it's hard to do, though. Hope you do a better job with tunnels, tunnel walls and details. Yeah, absolutely, Super. I agree with that. It looks a bit janky at the moment, doesn't it? I would like a button that I could press here, judging politely. I would like a button I could press here that would take away all of the UI and everything as well. Is that something that they're working on? Like a cinematic type mode, or whatever you'd like to call it. Third speed, are you okay? Do I need to force end the stream? I was just trying to... Oh my goodness, that's hard to watch with those trees. Just trying to get it through the tunnel quickly. Just press tilde key. What's the that key to remove the UI? Is that a Dava mode cheat? Oh. Okay, that's a relatively pleasant train ride. Except for maybe that factory area. Electricity area there. Going good. That's loud. That's loud. Okay. I think we'd probably better head out, I think. A rail is missing? But the train is fine, Dava. What do you mean? Should be in vanilla. Might be a different key in regions though. Check in the settings. It's named hide UI. Which settings is it in? This one. Input keyboard. Photo mode, is that it? No. Hide UI. Debug UI, no. Oh, scroll up a bit. Hide UI. Oh, there, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah, that one, is it? Okay, good to know. Thank you, Super. Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Dava's leaving. Let's use this new thing. Hide the UI. Thanks again, Super. That's really handy. But yeah, let's make our way out. I see that Slim is on, playing some City Skylines too. So why don't we go and see what Slim's up to? It's been a little while since we've raided Slim, I think. So yeah. Oh, I don't like the way that dips down and then comes back up again. That probably needs fixing. Yeah, let's check out what Slim's up to. My there we go. That's better. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed. I have. Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun. You said head out, so he did. That's true. That's true. Slim. Yeah. Slim. Have a good one, Dream. Thank you for being here. Right where? The rail? Where? But the train is not having an issue, Dava. I don't see what the problem is. Where? Here. I don't understand what Dava's talking about. Is this just Dava? I think it might just be Dava. Almost there. I feel like you're holding the stream up just so that I don't raid out. You can't explain it through text? Is that because you're trolling? Oh, Dava. Now we've lost the train. No, I swear. Darvanese lost in translation. Yeah, I think so. Let's follow this yellow train this time. I can't click on it because I have no UI. Alright, let's go. So yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed By the Bridge. By the Bridge. GPS coords, yeah. Here? This all looks pretty legit to me. Further down. Keep going. Oh, here. Is this what you mean? That's the lumpiness causing that, I think. It's not that the rail is missing, it's that the terrain has come over the top of the rail, isn't it? I think. Oh no, it's permanently stuck there apparently. But this needs to be fixed, right? That's a big lump, that big dip that doesn't need to be there. So I will fix that. I will fix that, but not right now. Why was I all the way over here and you're like, oh no, back there, just go back a bit. And it was like all the way over here. I love it, Dava. But thank you for pointing that out. Someone poured green concrete on the rails. Shame on them, right? Yeah. Alright, yeah, thanks everyone so much for being here, appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. We will have a Christmas stream, because people did say yesterday that they were keen for that. And yeah, so that's good. Slim Gaming Channel, there he is. And yeah, I'll hope to see everyone then. So I hope everyone has had a fantastic Christmas Eve. And I hope their Christmas Eve continues to be fantastic. And oh, Oak, thank you for patting the cats. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's been a time that one such as thine self has indubitably enjoyed. Farewell, thine Australian papa. Hope you're doing well, Oak. Thank you for patting the cats, and Holly, thank you for patting the cats as well. Merry Christmas to you too, Holly. Much love to you, Oak, as well. Been lurking, but time for you to head out. But had to at least say hello. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. We're raiding out anyway now, so good timing. And yeah, for anyone who can't make it tomorrow, I ran... Thank you so much for that gift sub to Oak. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. And yeah, for anyone who cannot make it to the Christmas stream because they are doing Christmas stuff, then happy Christmas or happy holidays, whichever you prefer. And I will hope to see you all tomorrow. If not, I won't be streaming Boxing Day. That is one thing to keep note of. There will not be a Boxing Day stream, but I will be back on the 27th. So if not tomorrow, then on the 27th. Carl, you've been lurking as well. Have a great Christmas. You too. Thanks so much, Carl, for popping in and saying hi. I hope you're going well. I was just saying to Ren earlier today, actually, where's Carl? I hope Carl is okay. So it's good to see you, my friend. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. And yeah, welcome, I guess. Yeah, thanks for lurking as well. But yeah, I hope to see everyone tomorrow, if not on the 27th. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas day. Just a fantastic day, all in all, right? Whether you are in celebrating Christmas or not, it doesn't matter. You should still have a fantastic day. So yeah, thank you, Ran, for doing the mod thing. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. It's nice to see you. It's great to see you too, Carl. Good to see you here. And yeah, hope you have a fantastic Christmas. And until I see everyone next, appreciate the chatters, appreciate the lurkers. Did that the wrong way around. I'll catch you soon. Take it easy. Same to you, hippie.